top 10 RB rankings, fantasy drafts. People are doing drafts, they're coming up, so let's talk through the top 10. Gibbs, Bijan, it could go either way, in my opinion, depending on which one you like. I like Gibbs just because I think he's on a better offense than Robinson, so I'd go Gibbs over Robinson. Taylor McCaffrey is also a tough one for me. I think that Christian McCaffrey is amazing and honestly could have more points than Gibbs and Bijan. I think he has that high, but I also think his injury risk brings him down a lot. So, when I'm drafting and stuff, I'd go Taylor over McCaffrey. Now, I know Taylor could also have it. He had a high workload last year, but I do think that he has more little positivity. And McCaffrey, just San Fran, everyone on the team keeps getting hurt. Their whole team has issues. So I just wane a little bit away from drafting him in the first round. Then we look at James Cook. Again, I think James Cook, honestly, is a very safe bet to be a top 5 RB. If you can take him at the end of the first round, grab him and another RB or another great wide receiver, I think you're feeling pretty good there. So I like him a lot. My favorite one is Genty. I think the Mike Washington Jr. is a good backup. He showed well in the preseason game, but I think Genty is there to be the lead back and do everything. So I think, they paid money to get better offense. They put more investment into it. Plus, they have a rookie quarterback. They have Kirk Cousins, so they're going to be swapping. So they need a little bit of consistency with Genty, and I think he's going to bring that. Derrick Henry, Saquon, I'm going to kind of talk together. Derrick Henry, I thought last year he'd be done. Wrong. I think, again, will he peter off and have lower points? Yes. But if you can still get Derrick Henry in the second round and he's still a very good level of what he is, I think that's a wonderful upside pick. Saquon scares me a lot. Similar to Chris McCaffrey, I think he has injury issues, but last year also wasn't it. He would have okay games, but he wasn't the elite version of him. And I think he can bounce back. I think they'll have a decent year, but I think Phil is kind of up and down in what they're doing. Again, great offensive line, but everything else is a little scary. Omarion Hampton, I like Omarion Hampton. He just scares me because I don't think we ever got to fully see what he was last year. So I hope, the rumors and everything are true, and that's the ability that, we'll push. And I think it's possible, so we'll see what happens there. Jeremiah Love, right there at that 10, I think it might be a little high, but I think see what that upside can be, preseason games, catching passes, being in that offense, and being, the top gem in a rough team, I think could be helpful with that. And they have a receiving core, so I think he could, fluctuate within that.